What is going on, young men between 18 and 29? I am the over 50 guy. Just finishing a morning of fishing. I'm off today, so I wanted to put a line in the water. So I am having an amazing morning. I hope you are too. I just had the thought in mind as I was walking back to my car about this. I normally don't do videos on Sundays, but this is a good one for you guys. My last video, I was telling you guys about a guy named Rollo Tamassi. Again, he's a Kevin Samuels type, YouTuber back in the day before there was Kevin Samuels. And I would recommend each one of those guys to you just as far as good tips for young men. But there's one thing that Rollo said that I want to share with you guys this morning. I'm always preaching to you about not being distracted by running after women and chasing sex and that. One thing that freed me from doing that was this comment that Tamassi made. And Tamassi would say, for the man that the woman really wants, she'll break all the rules for. In other words, I used to think that it's about you just have to win her over. What I had to come to the conclusion of is that when you find that you're dealing with a woman that, again, everything is difficult with, everything is like pulling teeth, it could be, and 9 times out of 10 it is, the fact that you're not the man that she really wants. Because for the man that she really wants, stuff that you have to argue and you have to, it's really hard, or it seems like it's really difficult. For the man that she really wants, that stuff wouldn't be difficult at all. And let's be clear about these types of men that, by and large, most women, not all, but most women really want. These are men that have a lot of money, men that are accomplished, men that have a lot of prestige. And you ever wonder why you have athletes and entertainers and men like that can treat women like garbage, right? But these women will stay around. And it is because this is the type of man that they really, really want. And because they really want this type of man, they are willing to bend all of their rules for. And when I heard Tamassi say that just kind of made so much sense to me. Why is it that I got to pay for dinners and dates and I'm bending over backwards and I'm doing everything trying to sleep with a woman, and it takes me months, if ever, or weeks, if ever, and then there's the guy over here who is the guy that she really wants, but then the same night this guy is having sex with this woman. Or I have seen just blatant disrespect from women to men. It is because 9 times out of 10 this is really not the man that she wants. But for the man that she wants, it's the other way around. I have seen women be blatantly disrespected, right? How do you think it is that, the wealthy businessman or whatever, he has mistresses who knows about his wife or the other woman or whatever, and they are perfectly okay with that. They are perfectly okay because this is the man that they really want. And if I have to share this man, then because he's the man that I really want, I'll be willing to do that. So always remember that, guys. For the man that she really wants, she'll be willing to do anything for, break any rule for. And if that's not happening with you, maybe it's because you're not the man she really wants. That's why, young men, I am on you so tough about building yourself adequately now, so that you won't be that to every woman, but you'll be that to enough of them to where you don't have to chase and you don't have to subject yourself to bullshit from women because you're so busy trying to chase them, right? So I learned that from Tamassi, and that really helped me to identify very early in dealing with a woman if I'm the type of man that she really wants. Because if she is, then, or if I am, then you know what, by and large, you don't deal with a lot of the crazy that you would deal with if you are not the man that she really wants. So that is something that I want you guys to be aware of. I wasn't aware of this type of stuff when I was coming up. Again, I am chasing because I'm just trying to win her over, not understanding and realizing that if I'm not the type of man that she really wants, yeah, I can be put in orbit so that I could go out on dates and pay for meals if the man that she really wants isn't available. I can be the guy, to talk to and the shoulder to cry on if I'm not the guy that she really wants. But I will never be the one that she would bend the rules for. I hear women, I've seen it my entire life. Oh, I'm not, I don't do that, on the first date. That is absolute bullshit. For not all women, let me put that out there, not all, but for most that I've encountered, that is absolute bullshit. For the type of man they really want, yeah, that's happened to me within hours of meeting. If it's the type of man that they really want, then they would be willing to break all of their rules for. And that, young man, is the type of man that you want to build yourself up to be in the context of women and relationships. Once I learned that, kind of started watching and seeing how women deal with me, and I could tell right off if I was that type of man, if I was the type of man that they wanted, then I would be willing, yeah, I'll stay there. But that's an easier type relationship, and you don't mind giving back. If you have a woman that's willing to bend rules for you, then it's easy. But if you have a woman that's not willing to bend rules for you, find the woman that is. Find the woman that you're the type of man that she is willing to bend rules for. And I guarantee you that your dating life, your relationship, all of that would be much better. But you will have a better chance of finding that type of woman that is willing to bend rules for you if you are the type of man that they would bend rules for. And that type of man, again, is a man that has built himself up to have means, status, money, these types of things. By and large, and I'm not shitting on the blue collar guys, I'm a blue collar dude. But by and large, women are not breaking rules for the guy that works in the factories. They're not breaking rules for the guy that works at the post office. But for the entrepreneur that drives what he wants to drive, goes where he wants to go, he has means to take, and he takes care of himself. Those are the types of men that women are, by and large, most women, not all, but most women are willing to break their rules for. So that's the type of man you want to build yourself up to be. So that was something that I learned from Mr. Tamassi. I thought I would share with you guys today. I am the over 50 guy. We'll see you on the next one.